Hey, welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. Today I've got some news that is not real easy for me to kind of convey, and quite honestly, it in the last 14 years I never thought that this would happen, but kind of life has a tendency to, you know, throw certain cards out on the table, and it turns out that this is what needs to happen here. So when we come back, I'll kind of explain what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, it means a finish for me, a closing of a chapter here. So when we come back, we'll get into what this is all about. Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher. I didn't make this known a month or so ago, but I barely made it to the James River event for the Invitationals. There's been just some illnesses going on in my extended family, not having to do with myself or Megan or anything like that. But Megan and I chose to do this channel. My extended family has not, and so I'm not going to get into details about that. But the reality is that being part of a family, you got to take on certain responsibilities, and given the fact that there's been some things going on, I relied on other family members to help out. And they were able to for the James River, but now moving into this upcoming event on the St. Lawrence, it's my turn to step up and be there and deal with these things. And so I am not going to be able to make the final event on the Invitationals. And this is something I wanted to make sure that I commented on in this video. Contacting Kevin Hunt, the tournament director at the Invitationals and Major League Fishing, filling them in on what the situation was, working through what the options were and things like that. I cannot stress and cannot say strong enough how supportive Kevin and the people at Major League Fishing were in terms of hearing the circumstances and just making my decision one that I felt like, because quite honestly, it's not an easy decision. From a standpoint of not fishing on the St. Lawrence River, and more importantly to me was not fulfilling a commitment that I had made to fishing all 6 events. My standings in tournaments and where I'm at and that kind of thing, unfortunately, I'm no stranger to that. There have been plenty of years where I go into the last event knowing that, well, I don't have a chance at the championship or something like that. That isn't, my issue is you finish things out. Every opportunity to fish a tournament is an opportunity to, turn the script around, figure something out, do something right, kind of get the ball rolling. And quite honestly, there have been plenty of final tournaments of the season where I have cashed a check and things like that. So, again, just to say, to Major League Fishing and the Invitationals, and specifically Kevin Hunt, I appreciate the support that you gave me in terms of understanding the situation that I was in. But so I'm at this point in time when you're seeing this, I should be giving you a practice recap video, getting ready to go into the beginning of the tournament, which starts tomorrow. But unfortunately, I'm sitting in my backyard doing this video and bringing this information out. So my tournament season is over, and I'll still be getting on the water and putting out content and doing those kinds of things. But family is when that's a priority, and it has to be a priority, and it is a priority, and it was the priority that I needed to make above heading to New York and fishing this tournament. So again, I know a lot of guys get put in this kind of situation for a myriad of reasons, whether it's illnesses to someone in the family, other family obligations, graduations, weddings. It could be personal illnesses. It could be just job conflicts and things like that. I know it happens. I guess I've been lucky. I haven't had those kinds of issues in the 14 years that I've been doing this. But so this is the first tournament that I've missed, and it feels pretty foreign. It feels pretty odd. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you again tomorrow for another episode of Mark Fisher Outdoors. Take care, everybody.